On the field now, the JCM Marching Cougar Band under the direction of Mr. Brian Ford and the field command of Kim Sutherland and LaChonda Womack. Let's go down to the field and watch and listen to the Jackson Central Mary Cougar Marching Band, brought to you by the Village Inn Pizza Parlor.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Jackson Central Mary Marching Cougar Band. Jackson Central Mary Marching Cougar Band performing here at halftime at Rothrock to the applause of the JCM faithful, and an outstanding unit they are.
Oh, been looking forward to this since last time we were here.
You're not kidding, Lou, you're not kidding. Let's go back down to the field now as they continue their halftime performance with God Bless the Child. outstanding. The JCM Cougar Marching Band with the old Blood, Sweat, and Tears song. God bless the child. And this is from the Buddy Rich Band, Channel 1 Suite. Let's go back down and listen. Once again, a nice round of applause from the crowd here for the JCM Marching Cougar Band under the direction of Mr. Brian Ford. And our halftime show brought to you by the Village Inn Pizza Parlor. And they still have their football party special going. 3 double-sized pizzas for $15.99. Plain or that's pan or regular. You pick the toppings, plain or a lot of toppings. It doesn't matter. Call them and they'll bring it to you. You can go there and eat it in, or you can go there and pick it up and take it home. They don't care as long as you got the $15.99.
They deliver to Rothrock, though.
They may any minute now. Village Inn brings our halftime show. Let's take a break and we'll be back for the second half with the Cougars on top 21-0.
New Wave Electronics, the pros to know in audio and video. Carriage House Drive, Jackson.
Thanks, Jackson and West Tennessee, for making this top store your leading office furniture supermarket. Leather chairs, wood desks, we have it all, conveniently located. Come by and see why more and more businesses are choosing the top store. You're always top at the top store.
You are always tops at the Top Store. 9.5 by 11 clean edge computer paper, $17.99 a case. Side loading letter trays, $129 each. Letter size legal pads, $4.40 for a dozen. The Top Store, Highland Park in Simpson Center.
When your needs are metal, you need Jackson Metal Services. By purchasing from leading metal producers, Jackson Metal Services offers competitive prices on prime quality metals such as steel, aluminum, and stainless steel, and can offer 24-hour delivery to your location. Complete metal processing from Jackson Metal Services includes shearing, drilling, multiple head plate burning to wheel abrading, and automatic saw indexing. We'll help you with those hard-to-find items. Jackson Metal Services, serving Jackson and surrounding areas with metal when you want it.
Every night in more than 700 newspapers across North America, you can find our ad. It has opened the door to a new start for thousands of pregnant girls and women who are desperate, like you. We at Birthright really care about you and your future. We don't judge. We don't ask questions.
Hello? I'm desperate. I think I'm pregnant.
Our service is free and confidential. If you need help, call. We care about you.
Back at Rothrock, and Charles Dawson is at field level, and he has the enviable chore of talking to the JCM Cougar cheerleaders. Charles, take it away.
Well, Jimmy, obviously a big part of any sporting event is spirit, and the Jackson Central Mary Cougar cheerleaders have been spirited throughout the first half of this football game, and they have, I guess they've helped their team to an impressive 21-0 lead here. So let's meet the Cougar cheerleaders from Jackson Central Mary. Roll call, please.
Jamie North, Jr. Kirsten Way, Senior. Teresa Andrews, Jr. Leslie Ledbetter, Jr. Lisa Gill, Senior. Latoya Christopher, Senior. Tara Rawls, and I am a Junior. Christy Kelsey, and I'm a sophomore. Tina Baker, and I'm a sophomore. Cindy Max Alexander, sophomore. Julie Walker, and I'm a senior. Stephanie Duke, Jr. Alexa Smith, sophomore. Christy Crone, sophomore. Dorothy Gautreaux, sophomore. Ayana Vegas, I'm a sophomore. Whitney Brown, you're junior. Let's go Cougars!
Okay, thank you, Charles, and thank you, ladies, the JCM Cougar cheerleaders. And a nice job they always do.
They always
Some familiar faces in the crowd down there.
True. I have a neighbor.
Yes, I have a niece.
I was fixing to say, I heard a Duke during the roll call there.
That's my brother's daughter, Stephanie.
Jimmy's
junior at
Jimmy's
JCM.
not old enough to have one.
That's right. Not that old. No, no way.
Hey, he remembered blood, sweat, and tears.
He remembered Billie Holiday, too, but he didn't say it. 21-0 as we get ready to crank up the second half of play from the T.R. White Sportsplex and Rothrock Stadium. There you see the spirit makers on the other side of the field, the Dyersburg High School cheerleaders, and some of the Dyersburg players on the bench. As Dyersburg received in the first half, they will boot it to the Cougars, and JCM will have the first shot at drawing blood here in the second half of play. Melvin Henning, number 2, is deep. If you're sitting at home watching your television with an old program and you're looking for number 2, you won't find it. Henning is listed as number 3. We made that mistake early on and were summarily reprimanded, therefore we get it right. And a strange-looking approach to the football. Everybody got a good look at it. Now they're going to kick it. Okay.
Yeah, kick it.
Second half just about to get underway. Dyersburg with a 21-point deficit to make up. They drill it up short. Picked up at the 30-yard line. Back up the sidelines to the 45, and out of bounds they go. And JCM will have good field position as Kerry Cobb, the up man, brings it back.
It's a big thrill for Kerry Cobb. He doesn't get to touch the ball that much.
Very true. Very true.
Yes, yes.
First down for the JCM Cougars as they set the football just short of midfield, and the Cougars should be used to that position. They worked from there most of the night on the punt and kickoff exchanges. There again, you see some of the student section here of the JCM side of the field. Bryant with 3 backs stacked in behind him. Now Cobb shifts out of there to the tight end spot on the left side. Wide receiver to the top of the formation. They give it up on the ground. Ball comes loose.
Dyersburg.
And I believe Dyersburg may have it. They signal they do. The officials indicate, yes, indeed, Dyersburg has the football, and the Cougars cough it up early.
A good hole. You know, the man just happened to get a hand on the right arm, and that ball popped loose. Watch him, he goes to almost untouched except for that one hand. Watch him grab a hand on it. Right there. And that pops the ball up.
That was Montague Hayes with
Where's the ball?
With the football, looking for it at this point. And it looks like several white shirts dive in there on it. It's hard to tell from that vantage point, but I believe Montel Mann Jr. came up with it. And we've got an injured Dyersburg player on the field. Let's take a quick commercial break while they attend to him. We'll be back at Rothrock.
I'm shooting my first home video with my new RCA camcorder.
My camcorder's just great fun.
I can watch my kids grow up on video.
You could be the next winner on America's Funniest Home Videos. Come see us at the Electric Outlet and let us show you the full line of RCA camcorders and TVs. We have the best selection and prices in West Tennessee. Record your kids, your pets, your memories with your new RCA camcorder from the Electric Outlet in Jackson.
11:40 left in the third quarter of play, just underway with the second half, and Price to throw, shoots it across the middle, picks off in midfield. JCM with the football coming back at the 50-yard line, and that's about as far as he's going to get as he's finally corralled and ridden down there, and the ball intercepted by number 35, Mike Carr. You're absolutely right.
That's almost where we started.
Craig Mann, number 47, along with a host of others, up to make the tackle for Dyersburg, and Jason Luckett in there also. Here's the replay.
Well covered. You know, it just nobody there, nobody open. 3 men around him. Shouldn't have ever thrown that ball, and Carr would just happen to be the one to pick him up, picked it off. Good running effort. Maybe you ought to move him to back.
Craig Mann,
the other side of the line.
Craig Mann, 47, got him going laterally, and that's all she wrote. But exchange of field position is about all we have on that. And back we go, and they try it again, the right side where he fumbled last time. He hangs on, and Montague Hayes knocks it down inside Trojan territory to around the 45-yard line.
A couple of 5 yards.
Second down now with about long 5, we'll call it. You see the JCM cheerleaders, or as Bill likes to call them, the JCM cheerpersons.
Cheerpersons.
That's right.
Sure, at the Teddy speak today, too. You know, we should consider them as cheerpersons.
That sounds good to me. Shift that back out of the backfield again. Wide receiver to the top side of the formation is Span. Bryant going to keep it. Tries to get outside and corralled by the leg, and down he goes, and we've got a penalty over there on the far side.
I have a clip.
Mr. Singleton indicates clip. Let's see if we can pick it up.
Maybe I ought to just penalize him 7.5 on this one. This was not a real good clip.
An attempted clip.
But you can watch it.
Here it is.
Here it is. It's number 20. Watch him. He's behind him. See, oh, you know, he just kind of shoved him with that hand. Don't you think 7.5 instead of 15?
I don't think they're going to agree with us on the field.
Probably not.
Driving crazy trying to find that one in the rule book. Here we go. Mark it off 15 against JCM on the clip. Back to their own 40-yard line, inside the 40, actually, around the 39. Second down in a while for the JCM Cougars. Checking back in for the green and gold is Kerry Cobb, number 44. Don't forget the top stopper defensive player of the game award to be passed out after this game is over with to a deserving defensive player.
Showstopper sometime. That way we can give it to the band.
That's true, and they well deserve it. I want to tell you something about the band after this play. Second down and long for JCM now. 2 backs in the backfield. Wide receiver to the short side of the field is Span. Bryant rolls left, throws left, got his man in and out of his hands and incomplete at midfield. The intended receiver there is Cobb once again. Yeah. Talking to some of the folks involved in the JCM band, parents and those that follow the band quite a bit. Let's look at
the replay on this thing. It's right in his hands, and you know what a bad place for this to happen, right in front of your coach. Right. And if you notice when Kerry gets up off the ground, his eyes go straight to the sideline.
And he was not looking for his uncle in the stands. No, sir, not on that one. At any rate, early in the morning, the JCM band will be heading to Atlanta, Georgia for a big regional band contest down there. And we all, of course, want to wish them well and hope they come back with a big first-place trophy from Atlanta.
Sure, they'll represent Jackson. Do us proud.
Bryant again,
man
rolls
open,
left,
20.
got a man in the middle and overthrows him, incomplete. Intended receiver in there, I think, in the middle of that was Anthony Hicks.
I believe you're right. And he was open shorter, but and number 20 streaking down the sidelines also was open. So we had 2 momentarily open, but just couldn't hit them. But Brian's done a good job tonight of hitting his receivers.
It'll be make that 4th down and 21, and they'll boot it away as the big penalty really hurt the JCM Cougars on this opening second half drive. No pressure. Hangs
Good
it up.
kick.
Taken back near the 22-yard line, out the left side and back up the sidelines, and finally ridden down as he crossed the 35 out to about the 37-yard line.
That was a good punt, about 35 yards from the line of scrimmage, Jimmy. That's good for high school.
Yeah, not bad at all. Dyersburg will put it in play now. Mark it at the 37-yard line. 1st down and 10 from there. And let's see if the Trojans could put something together offensively. They need it badly, down by a 21-zip score.
Is that the first time that JCM has not scored?
First punt they've had.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they've turned the ball over.
Keep it on the ground, trying to sweep around the right side, and tripped up from behind. Falls forward out near the 40-yard line. Might have gotten a yard out of that one. Let's see.
Blocking just kind of broke through. He had a number of men in there. 23 almost had him in the backfield, and then Rutherford 77 over to stop him. So he had a lot of help.
For those of you watching this replay on a Friday night, other replay times here on TRTV are 9 o'clock Saturday morning, 7 o'clock Saturday evening, and 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday, in between the soaps. 8:42, clock running, 3rd period from Rothrock, 21-0, Cougars on top. Around the left side, cuts back up inside, still on his feet out across the 40-yard line, and a flag comes in as the Dyersburg crowd is up in arms over that one. Armstrong again, the ball carrier for Dyersburg. We're going to mark this one off against the green and gold.
He's going to have a face mask on that, I believe, so going to go 15.
That was not the indication. I don't know what that signal was. At any rate, it's going to be a 1st down for Dyersburg.
See if we can pick up another call on this.
I think I can tell you what happened. I don't know exactly what the call was, but number 77, he came in too late.
A late hit, we shall call it.
Should be a dead ball. We should have had a dead ball signal and a personal foul if it was a late hit.
Well, maybe that was a combined signal. Or maybe there's an Italian loose on the field. I'm not sure. 8:16, clock running. A pitch it back, trying to come to the right side. Nothing doing there. Back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more as the Cougar defensive unit swarms on him. On the bottom of the pile down there is Anthony Hicks, number 40.
A JCM player shaking up on the field.
That's Hicks still down on the ground, and if I'm not mistaken, let me check my notes on this one. Hicks was one of those who has one of those nagging ankle injuries, as I recall, and he was questionable before the questioning. I can't say it. He's not sure whether he would play.
Let me questionable.
3 and 2. Thank you. Questionable. There we go. At any rate, he comes out and will be attended to.
You have such good diction, Jimmy. I don't hardly ever get the chance to get one on you.
Thank you.
I want to make use of it when I do.
2nd down and 9. Straight ahead go the Trojans of Dyersburg out across the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at about the 42. Short of the 1st down. 3rd and 3 for Dyersburg. Kerry Cobb checks back into the ball game for the Cougars. Jermaine Grimes comes out of the ball game to the near side. There you see the offensive set. Price pitches it back, trying to sweep left. Got the 1st down and a couple of yards to spare, and out of bounds around the 30-yard line.
Herbert Luster, number 28, over to help put him out of bounds along with number 5, Wayne Woodard.
He being John J. Baker, the ball carrier, number 34. Here it is again. You see him run right at the 1st down stick and then picked up a couple of more. There it is. And out they go. Also over there for JCM was Woodard, I think you said that.
Yep, number 5.
Woodard also has a little stint at quarterback from time to time.
Imagine we'll see him before.
JCM defensive unit pointing across the line, and then the flags flew. There you have it, procedure against the Trojans of Dyersburg, and after a decent gainer, they backed themselves up 5 yards with a mistake.
I can't remember ever seeing a football game with as many procedure penalties as we've had here tonight, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
True.
If my notes are correct, that's 6 against the Trojans.
And, you know, really, by this time in the football season, And I know Dyersburg's had a lot of injuries, but by this time in the football season, you ought to be beyond having that many penalties.
Well, of course, I bet the new quarterback has a lot to do with it, though.
That's true.
Different cadence count.
That's true.
Long count again. Keep it on the ground. Big hole over the right side and down across the 25-yard line go the Trojans of Dyersburg. A quick opener that time. Mike had a little room to run for a change.
Charles, and as you and I were talking earlier, I think part of the game plan is to run that long count, to use the clock up, the ball control thing. So I think it's a deliberate. I think it's a long count in addition to the new quarterback that's causing so many of these penalties.
I think you're right. That's right.
6:46, third quarter of play. Pitch it back to the right side. Again, some running room and down near the 20-yard line and close to first down territory come the Trojans of Dyersburg, and they begin to make it work on the ground right now.
Not to make any defense against Coach Collins, in the first half, but there at the end when he was hot and trying to get the ball on the scoreboard, you let the Trojans come back in and get a touchdown and a break, and we got a new ball game.
That's true. That's true. Ball carrier that time was number 23, Robert Powell for Dyersburg. About 1.5 yards short of the first down. They call it 2.
Up the middle, got
the first down and down to the 15-yard line, and the Trojans beginning to move the football on the ground here in the second half of play. With the football that time was Craig Mann, number 47, and the Dyersburg faithful have something to cheer about for the first time in a while. JCM a little mix-up on the defensive unit as they shuffle people in and out. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Dyersburg in control of the football. Pitch it back, trying to sweep the left side. Breaks one tackle, still on his feet to the 10. And down around the 9-yard line go the Trojans.
This is a little more of what we saw the opening drive that Dyersburg had it, where they came in, had some good second effort out of their backs. Some help from the linemen, some holes there. And looks like we're getting some blocks up front by Dyersburg.
Rod Armstrong, the ball carrier that time. 77 checking out is Chris Rutherford, the 275-pounder. Whereas a XXX petite.
Slim. XXX slim.
You tell him that. 5:07. Clock is running. We're in the third quarter. Again, they keep it on the ground. Not much doing that time.
Give to the first man. To bring up a 4th down.
4th down and
7, and give them no gain on that last one.
Absolutely right. I think it's 3rd. They haven't changed the stick over there. It looks like 3rd and 7.
Yeah. Well, I miscounted. I erred.
You erred is human.
I had that 3 and 2 together. It kind of confused me there for a moment.
3rd down and 7 now. Deep in Cougar territory. Dyersburg would love to put this one in the end zone. Straight ahead. Baker again inside the 10-yard line. Going to be considerably shy of the first down marker. Looking across the field at the stick crew, a couple of familiar faces over there. Benny Fessmeyer holding the down marker, and standing beside him is the Randy of Stewart.